Good morning, viewers. It's the Colonel speaking to you live from the Grange for British Imperial YouTube Broadcasting. Another one of those British Drama League records. I've still got loads, sadly, viewers. Yes, this one's Sussex by a chap called R.W. White of Battle. Here we go. Let's give him a spin and see what he comes out with.
So you see, I be right about that there, mates. The little gal coming from the school yender past the boyer. Now there she be, going down the road through the red gate on the left-hand side of the way. I say, the silly mare's gone straight up to the door of the wrong house. Foolish child, what be she thinking on? Just where she were very likely chance to find that cantankerous, shriveled, deaf old feller. We all know him well enough, don't we? The name of Thomas, ain't it? Well, he can avoid the children. On the rough edge of the old chap's tongue soon learn her not to do it again. I lay he's a treasure. Look here, ain't it true? See her tearing off, poor little soul. That's his tune, sure lay. Did you ever see such a sight in the world? Here come the schoolmaster. Hark at the row. I'll tell you summat I wouldn't tell anybody. There was an old woman lived alone in a cottage in the woods called Old Mother Cornford, and she caused a lot of trouble to the people there. If anybody offended her, she'd cast a spell on his cats and dogs and such like, to make 'em go sick. And she'd wish the people misfortune as well, and they was took bad too. You can be sure the people in those parts was middling careful not to offend her, and they never went nigh the place. Even the baker and the grocer from the town would leave the order outside the garden gate. She's dead now, and it's a middling funny thing. Squire can get no one to live in the old cottage, and there's nothing there now but brambles and nettles. This is a little yarn my grandfather told me years ago about our fire brigade. You see, it was like this here. Soon as we heard of the fire, we tells callboy, and he had to nip round to all the firemen's houses. Each house has got a board nailed on the wall with fireman writ on it. Callboy knocked first at old Bill Smith. Bill's wife thought as though he was selling summat, as she was middling deaf. Howsomever, when he writ fire on a bit of paper, she said, Bill ain't in, and he won't be home for noon. He's down Sammy's field, spreading. He'll be pretty mad if he misses this fire, like he did last year when they had their pictures took. Well, callboy rushed off, and out of traipsing about, he found Bill. When Bill got home, he found his missus had polished his helmet, and out of changing, he tore off up to the fire station t'other side of the town. 'Cause the first man always got 5 bob. Then one of them had to go down to the George to get the cab horse, which they found had gone to the railway station for some luggage. As old Tom Aylward was too eat up with the rheumatiz, the butcher's boy went and fetched him to the fire station. And the old horse looked middling queer after all that galloping. And when they was all ready and got to the fire, they found another lot had put the fire out. Thought a mercy me captain was mad. Now a little bit of poetry about Sussex by Mus Rudyard Kipling. I'm just in love with all these three, the weald and the marsh and the down country. No, I don't know which I love the most, the weald or the marsh or the white chalk coast. I buried my heart in a ferny hill, twixt a little low shaw and a girt high gill. Oh, up bine yeller and wood smoke blue, I reckon you'll keep her middling true. I've loosed my mind for to out and run, on a marsh that was old when kings begun. Oh, Romney Level and Brenzett Reeds, I reckon you know what my mind needs. I've given my soul to the Southdown grass, and sheep bells tinkled where you pass. Oh, Furl and Ditchling and sails at sea, I reckon you keep my soul for me.
Well, there we go, viewers. That was quite interesting, especially about the story about the fireman. I'm surprised the place didn't burn down before those old fools got there. It's like that Will Hay film, isn't it, viewers? Dear oh dear. Thank you, viewers, and goodbye.